In another twist to the current geopolitical landscape, China have revealed their cutting-edge new weapons and military equipment. Amid rising tensions in the Middle East, China have displayed some of their new state-of-the-art military systems. One of the weapons on display was the Winglong 2. Debuting in 2017, this drone, also known as a UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, this is designed for missions involving precision strikes, surveillance, and reconnaissance. When it comes to its features, it boasts pusher propellers in a high-wing monoplane form with retractable tricycle landing gear. Advanced avionics systems on the drone include synthetic aperture radar, SAR, signals intelligence, SIGINT, technology, and electro-optical and infrared, EO/IR, sensors. SIGINT is intelligence that comes from electronic signals and systems that are employed by foreign targets, like weapon systems, radars, and communication systems. It gives our country important insight into the capabilities, plans, and actions of our foreign opponents. There are 3 types of SIGINT. They can all work by themselves as individuals or in combinations. Performance-wise, it's powered by a turboprop engine, which gives it the ability to achieve a maximum of 230 miles per hour with an endurance of 20 hours. It has a maximum takeoff weight of 4,200 kilograms. Simply put, this is the maximum mass at which the aircraft is approved for takeoff because of any structural builds. Different to the MTOW, it has the ability to carry payloads of up to 480 kilograms. Operational usage. The Chinese People's Liberation Army, PLA, and other armed forces mostly deploy the Winglong 2 for targeted strikes against enemy positions and information, surveillance, and reconnaissance, ISR, operations. It can also be used for non-military purposes like disaster relief, marine monitoring, and border patrol. Export and international sales. China has aggressively marketed the Winglong 2 to overseas buyers, especially those looking to purchase reasonably priced and competent unmanned aerial vehicles, UVs, for defense and security uses. A number of nations, including Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Pakistan, and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, have either indicated interest in purchasing the drone or have actually placed orders for it. Comparison with other UVs. The Winglong 2 is frequently contrasted with other male UVs, such the MQ-1 Predator and the US-operated MQ-9 Reaper, Predator B. The Winglong 2 provides a cost-effective option for nations looking for unmanned aerial platforms for a variety of missions, even though it does not have the same complexity or capabilities as some of its Western competitors. 33322 All things considered, the Winglong 2 is a symbol of China's expanding UV technological prowess and its growing prominence as a major exporter of military drones to the international market. Its adaptability, low cost, and efficient operation make it a desirable choice for nations looking to improve its aerial reconnaissance and strike capacities. Since 2017, Saudi Arabia has been using the type after purchasing 300 UVs from China. According to reports, the drone was deployed against the Houthi group during the Yemeni civil war. Beijing Hovering Technology unveiled the HW-150V, the largest multifunctional military drone that can conduct airstrikes, mapping, and surveillance. Not too dissimilar to the Winglong, a 3-axis mechanically stabilized electro-optic/infrared pod is fitted with the HW-150V UAV. The HW-150V Hybrid Vertical Takeoff and Landing (VTOL) Unmanned Aerial Vehicle (UAV) from Beijing-based Hovering Technology, also known as Hongyi Technology, was on display at the World Defense Show WDS 2024, which took place in Riyadh from February 4th to 8th, 2024. The HW-150V is an operationally tested platform that can perform intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, ISR, target tracking, homeland security, and attack missions, according to a hovering officer who spoke with Janes. The official further stated that the UAV has a ground control station, GCS, an electro-optic/infrared, EO/IR, pod, and a data link that was developed internally. It is made of carbon fiber reinforced polymer. The HW-150V may be put together and taken apart without the need for any tools thanks to its modular design. Numerous optronic sensor payloads that enable moving target identification, day and night vision, and precision aiming can be installed on the UAV. The UAV has sensors made by hovering that enable uninterrupted operation even in the face of signal interference, as well as a closed-loop altitude algorithm. According to the official, it also has a triple redundant flight control system that helps with operations in hostile conditions. Hovering claims that the HW-150V can conduct lengthy data link and striking missions in tandem with other UAVs in the company's inventory. HW-150V's concept of operations comprises three distinct elements: separated airborne reconnaissance and strike, an HW-150V delivering precision-guided bombs, and a smaller HW-16V UAV providing data on the target, integrated airborne reconnaissance and strike, two HW-150 versus flying in formation, and integrated airborne reconnaissance and strike, a single HW-150V equipped with a reconnaissance and strike package. These revelations come as a result of escalating matters in the Middle East. To understand this further, it's important to have a look at the current situation between China and the Middle East. China's expanding influence in the Middle East has changed its relations with the countries there and has a big impact on the dynamics of the region, especially in terms of commerce, investment, and infrastructure development. An outline of China's historical and contemporary links with the Middle East is provided below. Historical background. China has been involved in Middle Eastern affairs for millennia, notably via the historic Silk Road trade routes. However, with the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949, contemporary diplomatic ties between China and the Middle Eastern nations started to take shape in the middle of the 20th century. Previous partnerships. China had close relations with a number of Middle Eastern nations during the Cold War, especially those that supported communist or non-aligned movements. China established military and commercial links as well as diplomatic support and assistance with states including Egypt, Iraq, and Syria. Current connections, economic ties. Due to its expanding energy demands, infrastructure building initiatives, and investment opportunities, China has seen a substantial increase in its economic interaction with the Middle East in recent decades. China relies heavily on the Middle East as a supplier of natural gas and oil. Significant energy partners include Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran. Trade and investment. With bilateral trade volumes exceeding billions of dollars yearly, China has emerged as a major trading partner for many Middle Eastern nations. China has increased its economic influence in the region through the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, which includes investments in infrastructure projects in a number of industries, including energy, telecommunications, and transportation. China has endeavored to establish strategic partnerships with multiple Middle Eastern nations, with the aim of fortifying political ties and fostering collaboration on both regional and worldwide matters. China's desire for more influence and engagement in the Middle East is demonstrated by its participation in diplomatic initiatives like the Iran nuclear deal and attempts to mediate disputes in the region. Security cooperation. China has increased its security cooperation with the Middle Eastern nations, especially in areas like military exchanges, counterterrorism, and the transfer of defense technologies. Concerns regarding China's influence on regional security dynamics have been raised by the country's increasing weaponry sales to nations including Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, UAE. Diplomatic ties. China has diplomatic missions and embassies throughout the Middle East and has established diplomatic ties with almost all of the region's nations. China participates in regional conferences and organizations, pays high-level visits, and engages in diplomatic interactions. Opportunities and difficulties. China's involvement in the Middle East creates difficulties and complications in addition to substantial economic potential for both sides. The Middle East geopolitical conflicts and regional dynamics may conflict with China's non-interference policy and emphasis on economic cooperation. Furthermore, China's increasing influence in delicate regions like the Gulf and the Israel-Palestine conflict may intensify tensions and make diplomatic attempts more difficult. In summary, the current state of affairs between China and the Middle East illustrates a complex relationship marked by strategic alliances, economic cooperation, and shifting geopolitical dynamics. China will need to use cautious diplomacy to navigate the complexity of its relationships with Middle Eastern nations as its influence in the region grows. It will also need to balance its economic objectives with regional stability and solve a variety of political and security issues. Thank you for watching till the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is turned on so you never miss a video.